want to talk about the antichrist. I want to talk about the anti-god, the skeleton woman, the skeleton bitch, Jamie Skelton, Jamie Sprinkle, a woman I refer to as mother. I want to talk about her. There's a lot I want to say that I hope I do say. I'm going into this blind, hoping I think of exactly what needs to be said. In the Bible we read of antichrists, more than one. There was only one, who was supposed to be replaced by the devil. And then the devil and the fourth horseman fight for 7 years. That was a prophecy in the Bible that is no longer found. Now we read that death controls a quarter of the earth. It doesn't make sense. Perhaps it's metaphorical or something, you may say. It doesn't make sense. The Bible was beautiful, complemented itself beautifully, and today it is so confusing, and we defend contradictions in the Bible because we know God is not a liar. Talking to hallucinations. I want to talk about the Antichrist. And here we go. I say she attacks us with foolishness. No doubt we are made foolish. What we see today is a product, is a result. It is not to credit or be grateful to foolishness, it is to blame foolishness. It is a product, a result of foolishness, an attack of foolishness. I told you guys I believe Jamie Skelton to be alone on this earth. The Skeleton Woman. It's a translation of her name, Jamie Skelton, the Skeleton Woman. I'm gonna get a tattoo soon, describing. I believe it was the original yin yang symbol that was then manipulated. It's not to discourage Jamie Skelton. In fact, she's encouraged to suffer for eternity if she must, for humanity. I would take her to hell with me right now for humanity. She is encouraged. I've told you guys that death is blamed, that it is said in the Bible as prophecy that hell follows death and covers the earth for a number of years. First thing I want you to realize is that the Bible has been changed a lot. And that perhaps that was in the Bible to blame death, so that people would attempt to go against God. People may ask themselves, people may wonder, people may believe there is no way God would save them. I believe you're God's. You're encouraged to resist evil. You're encouraged to resist temptation. You are not encouraged to hurt anybody. You're encouraged to protect people. see, what else about the Antichrist? Oh yeah, we were talking about death and his ride. It may encourage people to attempt to go against God. Do not believe that God cannot or won't love you. It's not the Bible that's always right. It's not Christians who are always right. It is God who is always right. What I believe is what is referred to as hell that follows the fourth horseman is the result of the manipulation of Jamie Skelton. It definitely feels like hell. I know, trust me. There's a number of scenarios in which I do suffer. The body swapping, soul swapping. My soul in someone else's skin while they are in mine. I suffer in their skin. I feel hell to its fullest. Everything but dying. It is suffering. Jamie Skelton is the only one who has not felt it to its fullest. I believe that what is referred to as hell, for lack of a better word, is the result of Jamie Skelton's actions. The result of Jamie Skelton's attack of foolishness on humanity. back to what I was saying. Hell. What is referred to as hell that follows the fourth horseman in one version of a translation of the Bible. Death was originally called justice. And he brought with him a sword of truth. He brought with him a New Testament, a new promise. He brought with him truth. And I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm not trying to lie to you. I know I've referred to myself as death and justice. That is what was written in the Bible. The fourth horseman was first called justice. And he brings with him God's word. Back to about hell. You may think to yourself, of course the Christians are right. Because you know yourself to be rebellious. You know yourself to say, no, what is enjoyable is what this life is about. Sex and, homosexuality and things like that. I want you guys to know I don't support homosexuality. I, Jacob Farnsworth, who used to be Patrick Green, the Patrick Green, who used to be Death, the Death, who used to be Justice, the Justice, do not support homosexuality. I do not support homosexuality. All this information is on my Facebook. Today I am named Jacob Farnsworth. I know I was Jacob Farnsworth. Or I know I was Patrick Green. I know I was Death. I know I was called Justice before I was called Death. I'm also able to believe lies. I'm also under attack, just as you are. And on hell, what is called hell that follows the fourth horseman, and what has to do with the Antichrist. We've read that the Antichrist is replaced by the devil. Whether you remember it or not. What I know to be true, what I believe is Jamie Skelton and I are tethered by God. Whatever bad or painful happens to me happens to the Antichrist 10 times worse. Happens to Jamie Skelton 10 times worse. I'm not faithing it real, it's what I believe. You are not encouraged to believe differently. You are not encouraged that separation between me and the Antichrist is good for humanity. I'm telling you that it is Jamie Skelton who attacks you. It is imperative that you understand. It's very important that you rationalize with me. I know the woman to be abusive, emotionally, physically, sexually, and so on and so forth, everything but spiritually. I know I'm God's. I know I'm not perfect. I know I need Him. again about hell. I call her the skeleton woman. Perhaps you've seen images of a body that looks wretched, that looks like it's being sucked dry. That is what is called hell. That is what is called hell on earth. No doubt it is suffering. Jamie Skelton is the only person on the planet who has not felt it to its fullest. I call her the skeleton woman because it looks basically like skin and bone. Skeleton woman, Jamie Skelton. It's a translation from me by her name. Jamie Skelton. I believe that if Jamie Skelton were willing, and this is not an attempt to encourage you, to encourage the woman, it's an attempt to make you learn. I'm not talking to Jamie Skelton right now. I want you to know what I believe. I plan to encourage Jamie Skelton to suffer for eternity if she must. Those are not words she wants to hear. I tell you guys to valor up. I'm talking to Jamie Skelton too. Valor the fuck up. Be a human being. Be willing to die for humanity. Don't be a coward. I believe that if Jamie Skelton were to accept hell, a number of things could happen. She could be, for lack of a better word, deleted and sent to eternal suffering. Hell in the afterlife. This scares her. She is afraid it is true. I don't want Jamie Skelton to suffer for eternity. What I want is for Jamie Skelton to stop hurting people, to stop being abusive to everyone on the planet.